Hey guys, so I am gonna attempt to remove the pink from my hair using Splat color remover, and as a freebie I got Blonde Protect by Color Oops. I've never used either of these products before, but I am very excited and hopeful. So inside Splat color remover you find a shower cap, a pair of gloves, the actual product, which is 6 ounces or 176.22 ml. And then there was this confusing little Splat applicator bottle, and I never understood what it was. I asked a bunch of my friends and they didn't know what it was, and we had to Google it, and apparently it's like for storage for whatever you leave from this kit. And I don't know, I have very long hair. It's like up to the small of my back, so I might use all of this, but I don't know, it's very confusing that there are 2 bottles. There's no instructions on it whatsoever, but it should be interesting. And then the same goes for Blonde Protect. It contains 5 ounces of the product, as well as a 2-ounce bottle that says applicator for targeted areas. So, I don't know what to do with these 2 bottles. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to use them, but we'll see. And then, so my first step is to use the Blonde Protect, which according to the box says you can use it before and after a color service. But I also have some of this. I have the Splat Complete Shampoo, as well as the Splat Deep Reconstructor. Now these usually come in their bleaching kits, and this apparently deactivates chemicals when you use bleach. And color removers are actually just lower strength developer bleach, so it's still chemical damage. And then Deep Reconstructor helps fill protein for your hair. So I think I'm all set. This is like half a year worth of regrowth. I haven't bleached or colored my hair in about 6 months, like since the start of quarantine. And apparently, or rather mentioned in the product, you're not supposed to put this in regrowth. You're only supposed to put it on hair that does have color. So I have applied Blonde Protect. Those are my cats. I've applied Blonde Protect all over my hair, and I have, I think this is type 1A or possibly 2A hair, which means it's very thin. Like, I have a thick amount of hair, but the strands themselves are thin. And so I applied the product all over from root to tip, as the instructions said. And don't mind the cats. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like chemicals or whatever. It feels like normal conditioner, but it's a little runny. So I recommend you do this in front of the sink or in the shower. I was able to use about half of it. So most people with thick hair might use an entire bottle, but I think they're right in giving this, because if you use this smaller bottle, it's probably easier to apply it in the back. But what I did was actually, instead of cutting the tip off, I opened the bottle and put it in my hands. It's easier for me that way. Like, even with hair dye, especially direct dyes, I would rather use my hands. Like, applicator brushes only help a little for me, but I would rather have full control with my fingers. So yeah, it says to leave it on for 45 minutes, and I'm only on minute 5. So see you in 45 minutes. It is now about 45 minutes later. I have rinsed and shampooed off the Blonde Protect, and it feels okay. Like, because I've used Olaplex before and you could really tell the difference, but I have not been able to tell the difference just yet, other than my ends. They are usually very dry, and right now I don't really see any split ends and it looks healthier, but I would be able to tell later when it's more dry. And then right after my hair is done drying off, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Splat color remover. This is my hair after the Blonde Protect treatment, and I am now ready for the Splat color remover. Now in the instructions it says that I have to make sure that my hair is clean, dry, almost, and detangled. So I'm gonna go brush my hair. Okay, so I've brushed my hair. Now you can see that parts of my hair is like lighter than the rest. And it's because I've been trying to fade my hair with anti-dandruff shampoo for quite some time. And like there's, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but like there's parts that have been back to white, and then there's still some parts that are like bright pink. And then here, because it's a different level of bleach that I kind of failed to finish during quarantine, or like at the first week of quarantine, the color faded quite easily, and it's a darker bleach than the rest of my hair. So with the instructions, it says that I have to apply the color remover to the dark parts first, and then to the lighter parts, and then apply to colored roots area last, which I do not have because I have regrowth. And instead of using this, and instead of snipping the tip, I will use a plastic bowl, and occasionally I will use a tint brush to apply it more evenly. And then of course it comes with, as I mentioned earlier, it comes with gloves and a cap. So once I'm done applying this, I'm gonna put my hair up and then wrap it with the shower cap. I just got out of the shower. I still have the color remover on my hair. The reason I had to take a quick shower is because the formula was not as thick as I thought it would be. And so it started dripping on like parts of my body, and me being easily allergic to chemicals, I had to wash it all off. And so far so good, nothing crazy happening. But as far as the lightening goes, I'm not really, well, it's been like, I don't know, 10 minutes. I haven't really seen like a huge difference, but this is supposed to be on my head. My cats are going crazy. But this is supposed to be on my head for like an hour, and I have like 50 minutes left to it. So we'll see. All right, 1 hour is almost done. I'll be honest, I'm not too optimistic about how much this will remove the color, but it did kind of fade the pink from my hair a little bit. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to actually bleach my hair, which is fine because I did buy some bleach. It smells nice. It doesn't smell like chemicals. I mean, it kind of does, but not the bad chemical. It smells kind of like a pleasant smelling bleach. Its ingredients, it's got sodium bicarbonate, water, glycerin, benzyl alcohol, cocamidopropyl betaine, propylene glycol, coconut oil, xanthan gum, mineral oil, silica dimethylsilyate, fragrance, which explains the scent, sodium hydroxide, and disodium EDTA. So it's basically like a mild bleach. I'm not too satisfied by it. I was looking at reviews online, and a lot of people would say, oh, it works very well for me. But then there's also a handful or a chunk of people who are like, this did nothing for me. And I am sort of in between. Like, you know, I mean, it did kind of fade a lot of the pink, just not all of it.